Welcome to the Prince William County School SmartFind Express or SFE Substitute Calling System presentation. Today we're going to cover general substitute information, how to get started, and how to best use the SFE system. Substitutes that are filling in for teachers will work a 7.5-hour day. This includes a half hour for lunch. Substitute teachers should arrive 15 minutes early to school from the listed time and sign out 15 minutes after. Working the 7.5-hour day will result in a 7-hour pay. Substitutes that are filling in for teacher assistants work only 7 hours instead of 7.5, and this also includes a half hour for lunch. Substitute TA should arrive at the time listed in SFE and leave at the end time. However, when you're a teacher, you should work and come in 15 minutes early to school than the listed time in SFE, and you'll be leaving 15 minutes after. This allows time for preparation and sign out. If you're new to teaching, we recommend that you consider starting as a teacher assistant assignment to get the feel of using the system, to walk into the school and learn how the schools best start their days. So how to get started. The first thing you'll need to do in order to use the sub-call system is to register. You call 703-794-2489. You'll hear a welcome message, and then you'll want to enter your access ID, which is your badge number. You won't use any leading zeros, and after you enter your ID, you press the star key. Then you'll be asked for your first-time PIN. It's the same number as your access ID. Again, without leading zeros, you enter your number and press the star key. You'll be asked to record your name and to create a new PIN, and then you will be officially registered with the sub-call system. Once you've registered by phone, then you can access the system by web or mobile app at https://pwcs.sfe.powerschool.com. SFE works well with Chrome, Edge, and Firefox, but does not work using Internet Explorer. When you log in to SFE, you'll want to use your username, which is the name before your @pwcs.edu email. Once you've used your username, you enter your password that you've been received and used in records to do your assigned checklist. If you have any problems or forgot your password, you can go to toolbox.pwcs.edu and update your password there. All passwords will be needing to be changed every 6 months. If you have any difficulty, you can call 703-791-8826 and tech support will be happy to assist. How to use the SFE system. The first thing you're going to want to do is take a tour. Once you get in, at the top left-hand side, you'll see a star and take a tour. The next thing you'll want to get familiar with is the bell icon up at the top right-hand side. This is where, when you click on it, you'll get a drop-down that says District Announcements. District Announcements is where the Human Resource Office posts messages, trainings, and other information that you should be aware of. We recommend that you check it often. You can find school information and forms, other trainings like using the hub, and then reminders about mobile app, optional training, and lots more. Next thing you will be prompted to do is to validate your email address under the bell icon if you haven't done so. We would like you to enter your personal email address, not your pwcs.edu email. Once you click validate, it will send you an email to the listed address, and you can log into SFE again, and your email will be considered validated. You also have the opportunity, if you like to use your phone instead of a computer, to register for a mobile app, which makes the screen size more accessible. You just click on the register for mobile app, and again, you'll receive an email with directions. You can also log on to Google Play and the App Store and get the app there. The district code is RXLB, all capital letters. Once you're in the system, let's learn how to use it. Up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see your initials. When you click on them, you'll see a drop-down with settings and sign out. Once you click on settings, it will take you to another screen with schedule, notification, location, classifications, and personal tabs. Let's talk about the schedule tab first. Prince William County loads for you a default schedule that you're available Monday through Friday. If you aren't available every day or all day, you'll want to edit those available times. You can do that by clicking on the pencil. The choices, once you click on the pencil, are unavailable, meaning I'm not available on that given day, or all day, meaning I'm available all day, or custom time, meaning I'm only available during certain times that day, and it will prompt you to enter what those times are. Once you update your schedule for each day, you have the option to also tell the system when you want to receive calls. Calls go out from 5:30 in the morning till 9:30 in the evening. From 5:30 till around 11, the system will be calling for that day's jobs only, and in the afternoon, it will be calling for any future jobs. If you don't want to receive calls at all, you can choose Do Not Call, pick again the pencil, and edit your call times. If you want to choose a Do Not Call time, you can click None, meaning you won't have any Do Not Call times. Or you can choose All Day, meaning you don't want to be called at all during the day. Or you can choose a custom time when you're not interested in being called. For example, if you don't want to receive calls between 5:30 in the morning and 7:30 and 7 in the morning, you would pick custom time, enter start and end time, and save, and the system won't call you that early in the morning. You can do that for each day. Under notifications, you'll have the opportunity to do a couple of things. If you're using the mobile app, you can tell the system how you want to use push notifications or just pop-ups on your phone, whether you want to receive job modification notices, assignment, cancellation, and reminder notices. Anytime you're in these screens and you want to go back to your first screen, you can always go on the top left-hand side and go back to available or active jobs. Also under notifications, you can tell the system, if you like, that you would like to receive, instead of phone calls, text job offers. In order to do that, you would need to enter your mobile phone number, your provider, and then you would need to click on for job offers. Notice that when you click on, you will no longer get calls. You will only receive texts. You can also choose what kind of text you want to receive. Again, do you want to be texted job modification notices once you've accepted jobs? Do you want your assignment and cancellation notices, which are highly recommended, and your reminder notices, which come 3 days before the job begins. The next option is to update your locations. Prince William County again gives you some defaults to get started. And in your locations, we give you ZZ all school locations. Most of you will not want to keep that default because you want to stay in the area of Prince William County where you live. At that point, we would want you to go under your location groups, edit, and remove the ZZ all locations. That will be important because if you're not really going to go to all school locations, you don't want the system calling or considering you for places you will not go. So we highly recommend that. Then you want to enter your location. So you click edit and you would go onto the choices where it goes from location list to my locations. The location lists are your choices. You can pick, for instance, Alvey or any school. Then you click in the middle on the arrow to the right and you will add locations to the My Locations list and then apply. Once that's done, that school that you've picked has left the location list and now is considered under your locations for call. In the same way, you can remove locations from your My Locations list, take it out and put it back into the general locations list so you won't be called for that school and apply. In a similar way, you're given classifications. The default classifications you're given, if you are a substitute teacher, are Z, all teacher, Z, all teacher assistant, and PE, classification male or female. If you're a TA only sub, you will be giving Z, all teacher assistant, classification only. Again, you probably don't want to keep your defaults. You would go to My Groups and edit and remove the defaults that don't really apply to how you want to work. For instance, if you wanted to add a classification and you really wanted to do counselor work, you would click on counselor, again, the middle arrow, and add it to your My Classifications. In the same way, you could eliminate elementary and remove them and add them back to the classification group list. Please remove the defaults that don't apply. Again, that makes the system easier to manage for you and better for the call system that it's not trying to call out when you're not interested or available for those type of jobs. You can also enter future dates that you're unavailable. We want you to keep your general schedule like you set up before under schedule. But if you're usually available on a Monday in your schedule, but not this Monday, for instance, because you have a doctor's appointment, you would want to create an unavailable date, which tells the system not to call you because you're not available for work on that specific date. On the top right-hand side, there's an Add Unavailability. You would select the start and end date. You could choose I'm unavailable all day or I'm unavailable at a custom time during that day. You can be unavailable for weeks on end if you're traveling out of the country or going on vacation. You can also choose to continue receiving calls during the periods of unavailability, meaning the system would not think that you're available that day, but in the afternoon when it calls for future jobs, then it will give you a call for those future jobs, not for the day you're unavailable. And then, of course, you would click Save. Now, what most people want to know is how do I get jobs? Well, under the primary login screen, you will see available jobs, current and active jobs, finished, canceled, and unavailable. The available jobs area is where you will search for jobs. Usually, there will be a default of how many jobs that you can see based on the number of days. PWCS has chosen sometimes 2 days and sometimes 7 days, depending on how the system is working at its best. But either way, you can always filter. So once you see the jobs that are available to you, you can look at them. You can click on this arrow here and see more details about it, maybe the job address and any specifics. And you can decline or you accept the job. If you decline, you won't continue to see the job for that day. If you accept, then you'll be going to a next screen where you can see the default and the specifics of the job. You can also, on the left-hand side, click on job searching options. The system default lines up jobs for the 2 or 7 days as we've talked before, but you might want to apply a filter to kind of jumpstart it or to focus on only the dates or type of jobs that you're looking for. So on the left-hand side under job search, for instance, you would click on the drop down for date and click a date range. Perhaps in the afternoon, you might want to start searching for tomorrow's jobs or the rest of the week. You take start date tomorrow until the end date, maybe the rest of the week or a month out. And then you pick apply filter. It will usually take up to 30 seconds for the filter to take effect. In the meantime, the system says no jobs available. What that really means is at this point, because the system is processing, it doesn't see any jobs available. And so you need to just wait patiently until the screen comes up with any jobs. After 30 seconds, if it still says no jobs available, then you can be more certain that that's what it means. But in the beginning, it's just that the system is processing and it's actually just trying to list the jobs for you. You can also search by locations, specific people that you might want to work for all the time and filter jobs that way. And then apply filter and wait to see. In the morning, you can only search for the current day's jobs as we spoke of before. So if you filter in the morning for a future job, you won't see it because the system is searching only for that day's jobs. Once you've accepted a job or have accepted other jobs in the past, you can see those jobs under My Current Active Jobs. Once you're in that, you can always click on the drop down to see the details of your job, and you can also cancel your jobs there. We want you, if you have to cancel a job, to cancel as soon as possible. Say you were sick the evening before, please cancel the evening before. If it's early in the morning and you need to cancel a job, you can do so, but we recommend that you call the school as soon as they're open and let them know that you're unavailable, just as a courtesy. Under My Finished Jobs, you'll be able to keep track of all the jobs that you've done and completed. A job is considered finished when after 5 p.m. that day. So at 6 p.m., you'll see that job change from My Current Active Jobs to My Finished Jobs. You can always go back, see the details of the job, your hours, and you can check it against your pay. Same way with canceled jobs. You can see jobs that have been canceled. If you've blocked calls or you don't usually check your texts, we recommend that you check each morning before you move out to the school to check your canceled jobs to make sure that your job for that day was not canceled. If the school canceled the job over an hour before the job started and you show up, they're not required to pay you for that day. So schools are told to cancel jobs over an hour before the job starts. Be sure to check your canceled jobs before you leave. The last tab is unavailable. Once you had created your unavailable dates, you can take a look at what you've created and you can edit or remove them as your unavailability may change. Thank you for choosing to work as a substitute for Prince William County Schools. If you have any questions, please contact the subtemp office at hrsub@pwcs.edu or call us at 703-791-7897. Thank you.